Austin, Texas. Hidden wonders, surprising beauty, and what most people don't know. Austin, Texas. To many, it's the live music capital of the world, home to festivals like SXSW and Austin City Limits, known for its quirky slogan, "Keep Austin Weird," and beloved for barbecue and tacos. But there's so much more beneath the surface, layers of history, nature, and community that most people don't see. This is the Austin beyond the postcards, where beauty is hidden in everyday life. 1. The land and the water. Long before Austin was a city, this land was home to indigenous peoples like the Tonkawa and Comanche. They knew the rolling hills, rivers, and springs deeply, and their trails shaped the natural world we see today. Walking along Lady Bird Lake or Barton Creek, you're following routes shaped by centuries of human history. Water defines Austin. At the center is Lady Bird Lake, a reservoir on the Colorado River that threads through downtown. It's a vital habitat for fish, turtles, and birds that quietly slip through reeds at dawn. Then there's Barton Springs Pool, a natural spring-fed pool that stays cool year-round. It's not just a swimming spot, it's a reminder that Austin sits atop the Edwards Aquifer, a vast underground water system. The spring's green-blue water reflects oak canopies and limestone walls, a peaceful, almost timeless place. Beyond the famous spots, there are dozens of smaller springs and secret swimming holes tucked into green corridors where locals find cool water on a hot afternoon. 1. The green corridors. Austin's beauty isn't just in its parks, it's in the way nature threads through the city. The Barton Creek Greenbelt is a prime example. It's miles of shaded limestone cliffs, narrow pathways, and quiet swimming spots. Hikers follow trails that sometimes reveal hidden waterfalls after a rain. Early morning walkers might see deer grazing quietly. Runners pass under dappled sunlight. It's an entire natural corridor, a green spine running through the city's heart, often just 10 minutes from downtown. Yet the noise of cars fades, replaced by the rustle of leaves. Away from the city center, lakes like Austin and Travis stretch wide, their shorelines fringed with cedar. At sunset, the golden light blazes across the water's surface. Most visitors who come for nightlife miss this quieter, luminous experience of calm, wind, and water. Even the University of Texas campus feels like a park, with quiet groves and century-old oaks where students read under shaded branches. 1. Neighborhoods with Soul. Austin is not one city. It's many neighborhoods, each with its own personality. In East Austin, murals cover walls that tell stories of community and identity. In South Austin, there's a laid-back energy with vintage shops and small parks where neighbors greet each other by name. In historic areas like Clarksville, tree-lined streets hold cottages where generations have lived, their stories written into front porches and gardens. These neighborhoods are not tourist attractions. They're living spaces where people build community every day. 1. A culture of flavor. When people think of Austin food, they think of barbecue and breakfast tacos. And yes, both are outstanding. But the city's food culture goes far beyond those staples. You'll find farm-to-table kitchens with seasonal menus, and global flavors woven with Austin-style creativity. There's Vietnamese banh mi with creative toppings, Indian dosa with local spice twists, and food trailers serving flavors you didn't know you needed. For many locals, eating in Austin isn't about checking restaurants off a list. It's about sharing meals with friends, celebrating tables that gather laughter and warmth, and finding joy in unexpected flavors. 1. Music in the air. Austin's reputation as the live music capital comes from its big stages, but what most people don't know is how deep music runs into everyday life. You'll hear buskers on bridge walkways at twilight, small jazz duos in shaded coffee patios, and bluegrass singers on neighborhood porches. Music here isn't just scheduled, it's woven into the city's atmosphere, played for neighbors, for sunrise walkers, for small crowds in backyard gardens. 1. The night sky. Austin is a city of lights, but on clear evenings, away from the downtown core, the stars come out in impressive numbers. On Barton Creek trails or quiet hilltops near Lake Travis, you can see constellations shimmer and satellites pass in silent arcs. Local stargazers head to spots where artificial light fades. They bring telescopes and blankets, pointing out planets and the faint glow of the Milky Way. In a city known for loud music, the quiet sound of wind and night insects becomes its own kind of concert under the stars. 1. A city of gatherings. Austin doesn't just reserve celebration for big festivals. Throughout the year, there are cultural food fairs, art markets in shaded courtyards, and outdoor movie nights under the stars. These events aren't staged for tourists. They are community traditions where people meet neighbors, share dishes, and listen to music. This sense of community extends to how the city cares for itself. You'll see rain gardens that manage stormwater, bike paths that connect neighborhoods, and volunteers keeping creeks clean. It's community practice, neighbors working together to keep the city healthy and green. 1. How Austin feels. You can talk about music, nature, and food, but until you feel the pulse of Austin, you don't truly know it. Its magic isn't just in landmarks. It's in sunrise walkers greeting each other without knowing names, families picnicking on shaded lawns, friends watching fireflies blink at dusk under oak branches. Austin feels like a rhythm, not rushed, not silent, but alive, warm, and curious. This city doesn't just invite you to see it, it invites you to belong. Conclusion. Austin isn't just a slogan on a t-shirt. It's a living landscape, a melody woven into daily life, and a community of cultures and flavors. It's a place where nature and people coexist beautifully. For every person who thinks Austin is just music and tacos, there's someone else who sits by Barton Springs at sunrise and watches water ripple in gold light. For every visitor who sees the skyline, there's a local who listens to the wind in oak branches at sunset. Austin doesn't just exist. It feels, it breathes, it welcomes, and most of all, it invites you to discover its layers slowly. This city isn't just seen, it's heard, tasted, touched, and felt. And once you've experienced Austin, really experienced it, it becomes part of your own story.